fast track on that. One day that we can change your mind, maybe.
Yeah, we're in good shape.
Did you ask those guys about that? How the,
You said it's blocking?
is it? I just can't imagine. I'd love to see it. Somebody just put blocks there and it doesn't allow it to shift at all.
Well, they use the blocking to hold the existing pipe up, so when they're going to, from, it lines up better.
Start off with a roll call.
President Jeff Phillips.
Here.
Secretary, I'm filling in for Shelby Keys, Christina Martin. Board members, Ernest Watson Jr.
Here.
Jeff Rayburn.
Here.
City Attorney Todd Salmon.
Here.
Police Chief Matt Anderson.
Here.
Fire Chief Kenny Hahn.
Here.
Street, Water, Sewer, Sanitation Superintendent Bryce Fleck.
Here.
And Assistant Superintendent Josh Eldridge.
Here.
All right, board members, you were afforded the minutes of our last meeting. How would you like to act on those minutes?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Been a motion, a second, to approve the minutes of the last Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Next, we'll get into the agenda of the Board of Public Works meeting, and we'll start off with our first item, 2026 lead service line replacement project, SRF DRF 1 through 6. Bryce, you can hand it off.
I'll take care of these, Mayor.
All right.
We'll do these
by their payment status, probably make it a little bit easier. SRF DRF 1 and 2. 1 was the Commonwealth Engineering for $77,500, and the DRF 2, Kankakee Valley Publishing, which is for the newspaper ad for the project to bid for $123. These two DRFs have already been paid by the city at previous meetings, so these would reflect a reimbursement back to the city at bond closing in about a month. This total amount here is $77,623. DRFs 3 through 6 include Bose, McKinney, and Evans for $60,000, Baker Tilly for $77,000, Baker Tilly for $6,500, and Law Office of William T. Sammons for $10,000. These are all expenses as it relates to the bond proceeds and the closing, and these will all be paid at closing by SRF in the amount of $153,500. I do not believe there's need to be any action taken on these. This is just an informational purpose and to create the paper trail as we track these once the project kicks off.
Okay. And the last one you said was 133,500?
153,500.
53. All right.
That is for DRF 3 through 6.
Okay. They've already been agreed to and paid for, and then we're just going to reimburse it once the bond is approved. All right. Any questions, board? All right. Hearing none. Next on the list is long-term control plan phase 2B and 3.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. We'll start off with Commonwealth SRF DRF number 24. This covers the hydraulic modeling and regulatory assistance through November of 2025, as well as construction, engineering, and RPR services through November of 2025. And this request is for $27,452.
That was 24, right?
Number 24.
Yes.
I make the motion to pay SRF DRF 24.
Been a motion and a second to approve the Commonwealth payment number 24 for $27,452.
That is correct.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion carries. Next is Thieneman Construction Pay Application number 4.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Pay app number 4, SRF DRF 25, Thieneman Construction. This covers the general conditions, supervision, mobilization, the removal of the sludge in the aeration basin that was demolished, demolition of the aeration basin itself, as well as the piping, and then the concrete reinforcement and forming on the raw splitter box that was raised to meet the new elevation for the new ditch, electrical, erosion control and dewatering, as well as drive installation through December 30th of 2025. This request is in the amount of $848,693.
Any questions?
Make motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve Thieneman Construction Pay Application number 4, SRF DRF number 25 for $848,693. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Next, pay application number 5 for Thieneman.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Pay app number 5, DRF number 26. Again, covers general conditions, supervision, mobilization, as well as the demo of the aeration basin, the piping, and the clarifiers that are tied to that basin, concrete reinforcement and pouring, electrical, dewatering, drive installation, and then the authorization to get the production started on the secondary treatment, return sludge, waste sludge, and pump fabrication, as well as excavation and backfill through January 30th of 2026. And this request is in the amount of $429,743.
Any questions?
Not today. I make the motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve Thieneman pay request number 5, SRF DRF number 26 for $429,743. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All right. Halfway there. 27 through 30, Bryce. This is where I got a little confused, I believe, but go for it.
All right, thank you, Mayor. SRF DRF 27 through 30 are all in the form of reimbursement. These all pertain to the Melville sewer collapse. As you remember, this time last year, we were declaring an emergency to get those repairs underway. In these forms, there is a payment to LGS Plumbing in the amount of $477,255. Of that, $145,105 was a former general obligation bond through the Melville project that was reallocated to go towards this. So of that reimbursement for this DRF, that money will go back into CCD to be reallocated in the future. The remaining balance of $332,150, as well as DRFs in the form of IMI concrete for $101,181, CSX transportation in the amount of $29,413, and Northwest Indiana concrete cutting in the amount of $875, for a total of $363,619 to be returned to sewer construction in progress for future projects or PDRs as CDC said.
All right, and we don't necessarily have to vote on this, correct?
Correct. There is no action taken on this. These are all just for documentation and paper trail purposes.
And then for us to put it back into the correct funds.
Correct.
All right. Good. Any questions? That was a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Item number 3 is project change orders. All right, Bryce or Andrew.
Andrew is here to take care of that.
All right.
Thank you, Mayor. Change order number 1 that you have before you for the I-65 sewer project is a time extension request change order. This is for 50 additional days for substantial completion and 79 for final completion. The reason for the extension is related to some delays that we had during project mobilization that were not necessarily the contractor's problem, and secondarily some winter weather delays. We've been tracking delays through the project since we started that project, and we're at the point where we're asking for that change order now for them. We have reviewed what they've asked, and as I said, we've tracked that over the course of the project, and we feel that it is reasonable and are recommending approval of that change order number 1.
Okay, so we need a motion to allow me to sign the change order? Is that
Yes,
correct?
Mayor.
I make that motion.
Second.
But a motion and a second to allow the mayor to sign change order number 1 for what company? Gatlin Plumbing and Heating to change or delay the project completion date. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. Next is sewer rehab change order number 2.
Thank you, Mayor. Change order number 2, Board, is a change order, again, for a time extension on the project. There is no change in cost associated with the project. The request is to extend times to the spring. Essentially what we have is we have some additional work on the project as part of the scope that is sensitive to temperature. And the contractor came to us in one of the progress meetings and explained the concern due to the winter weather and potential for the product that they're installing to not perform as well as we would hope that it would perform if they proceeded. We suggested that it would be better to extend the time frame and afford them time in the spring to complete the work than it would to push them to do it at a time when the weather is not conducive to the work. Again, with this one, we would extend to April 30th, 2026 for substantial completion. We have reviewed their request and we are recommending approval.
Now, am I signing this or is Bryce?
This one would be you as well, Mayor.
All right. Any questions, board members?
Second.
Been a motion and a second to allow, give me the company again, Andrew.
That one is Visu Sewer.
Visu Sewer, to delay the time that's completed this project due to the temperature that's involved with the process on this. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. All right, what's next, Andrew?
LTCP Division A change order number 1, Mayor.
Okay.
Board, this change order is the result of some efforts from the city, Commonwealth, and the contractor related to the project. At the time that we made the award, I believe at that time I had indicated to this board that we would explore opportunities and options for reducing cost where we could. This change order is the result of that effort with the contractor and the city. As you can see, there are 3 different items on there, the first being value engineering items. There is a large group of items. I won't go through all of them, but safe to say that those items were reviewed by Commonwealth, they were reviewed by the city and the contractor, and we've all agreed that there are some opportunities to save on the project. That is a deduct of $216,420. The second item that is included within this change order is some additional sludge removal. Essentially, when we put together the bid documents for this project, it was the belief of the city and Commonwealth that there was 2 feet of sludge and grit and debris in the existing pond out there. During the removal of that material, it was found that there was more. The contractor has completed that work. The additive cost for that is $22,019.35, which we felt was very fair given what they had to do out there for that pond. And then there was a third item related to reduced clarifier demolition. There was basically there's some additional or existing concrete with some of the existing clarifier out there that the contractor felt they could leave in place, and we've reviewed and are okay with leaving that in place as well, which again saves the project. When you sum all of those up, it's a net deduct of $202,684.65. At this time, the contractor is not asking for any additional time. Like I said, we've reviewed this. We're comfortable with it. We're recommending that the board approve this decrease for the project, and that would again be authorization for the mayor to sign that change order.
Decrease. I make the motion.
Been a motion and a second to allow the mayor to sign the decrease in the change order. Is it number 1 for wastewater treatment?
That is correct, Mayor.
All right. Number 1, the total amount of the decrease being $202,684.65. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Good job. Thank you, Andrew, and thanks for staying up on it. If you guys ever want to take the time, I don't know if you've been out there yet, but there's some really good progress going on out there. So I'd say call ahead though, because there's a lot going on up there. All right.
Yes, there is.
Next is the 2026 lead service line replacement task order 2601 amendment.
That is correct. 2026-01 task order has several items within it. It is design services, construction and commissioning, and resident project representative, as well as labor standards. This is an extension of the project that was recently bid. As this board is aware, we obtained very favorable bids on the lead service line project. As a result, we are asking for additional design to incorporate an additional 50 services into this work. And then we are also looking at construction engineering and RPR to support the time frame for the construction, which is basically May through September of this year. And then labor standards as well to support the efforts during the construction process. I will say that the RPR that we're doing on this project, because we already have an RPR on site for the sewer project, this is a part-time effort on the RPR, and we intend to staff one guy to oversee both of these projects. So, happy to answer any questions on the amendment. So we'll be within the funds that are available for the project, so there's no additional cost to the city beyond what's already being borrowed for the project.
These are the funds that were used when the bid came in a lot lower, so I assume we need to approve that.
It's up to you, Mayor, but that would be my recommendation.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the 2026 lead service line replacement task order 2601 amendment. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. All right, we're ready to go.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Board.
Hopefully we can start to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
I hope so.
All right. Anything else for Board of Works? Chief Anderson?
I have nothing.
Chief Holland?
No, sir.
Bryce or Josh?
Rensselaer is shaping up to be a busy place this summer.
Yeah, we're gonna get to know Bryce well. You know? Tell him thanks for everything. So, hearing none, I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Then a motion is second to adjourn the Board of Works meeting at this time. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right.
So, motion to after one.